My name is Olga and I was born in 1936, July 10, which makes me this year 67 years old, or young.
My name is Judy. I'm 29 US, and my mother is Olga.
I'm going to Budapest, Hungary. I'm going with my daughter. Oh, I shouldn't forget Bunny. Bunny, you want to travel?
My mother and I have a fairly close relationship. I speak to her on the phone almost every day. I'm here at her home once a week for dinner with the whole family.
I'm my mother's second fiddle.
No, I didn't know.
This has been an ongoing struggle for me in my life.
Hungary, who are?
My mother has wanted to get my sister's attention, full-blown attention, for years, and she doesn't get it.
I can't get from Judy what I want. And people went a little bit of more interest in me, especially as I am aging, as I lost my husband, and I would like to be part of her life. With Leslie takes after very much myself, and I think we can relate better and we can sense each other's moods or needs. Bobby was born far, far away over the ocean. In terms of my relationship with Judy, I would like to show her where am I coming from, what kind of an upbringing I had, because I think Judy will understand me more. But we had restrictions. I couldn't go out by myself. One of my brothers had to come with me. And
for my mother, this trip is monumental. I'm doing it ultimately just for her, completely for her.
I'm feeling really emotional about not going. It's going to be a hard thing for me. I would have liked to have seen where my mother lived and what sort of environment she grew up in. And I think there will be a special bond between my sister and my mother upon returning that I won't be part of. So it'll be very difficult for me.
I really feel very sorry, Leslie, that you are not coming. But don't ever feel that we are leaving you out of something. I would like to live the day when we come back and we can just calmly or similarly discuss what changed, if anything, for us.
What changed in your relationship?
This trip will not give my mother a sense of being loved more than she has right now. And I am not going to become a different person because I'm going to see where my mother came from. I'm not. I'm still the same person. We could stay here. I'll see you later.
Okay, Mommy's just saying goodbye.
Thank
Is
you.
that all right?
No, you're welcome. I'll send you the bill. I have no expectation of it, but if she does, then I care about how she feels. I don't want her disappointed. So what do I do with that? I'm stuck holding the ball.
Judy, when she was born, those were the happiest moments of my life, and I think I played with her like with a doll. She was the most precious thing in my life.
My mother is overly emotional. Things can be blown out of proportion, so they are really big, and everything is heightened.
I don't think that there was a part of her which I haven't kissed 100 times a day.
I can't relate to that, and it drives me crazy. Anybody who knows her and who knows me are thinking, I cannot believe you are doing this. That is the reaction I've gotten. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh my God.
Today I am going back to Hungary. Where are we going? I feel butterflies in my stomach. I feel sometimes very conscious that I'm going to break down and cry in a minute. And I feel that I am reliving my childhood by going back. I'm also very excited and very happy that Leslie, my daughter, is going to escort me to the airport.
I'm not going with my mother. I'm traveling later than she is. I'm leaving a few days after her.
Be easy on Judy.
What?
Just consider that she's never been there before. Realize that for 25 to 30 odd years of our lives, we weren't to discuss anything that had to do with, the Holocaust. And it was very much a hush subject. Daddy didn't like to see you cry.
Yeah.
And as a result, he didn't want us to upset you, knowing that you would be emotional about it. Consider it's going to be a lot of information for her, and maybe a lot of emotions with it. So she just needs to be considered with it as well as you.
Is anybody telling her the same thing? Like maybe
so.
I will be full of emotions and I would need to be dealt with.
Both of you need to be sensitive to each other.
That's why we would have needed you.
I know. I'm the balancing act.
I'm going to the airport. My daughter Judy is arriving. It's a very, very exciting feeling. I don't know how she will react the first moment. Will she be a little bit put off because she doesn't understand Hungarian and she won't know how to follow?
Show.
Let me see that. I just can't believe it.
Okay, but there was a moment that you thought I wouldn't show up, huh?
This is for you?
Yeah, okay, you can carry it.
I can carry it?
Yeah.
Okay, how was your Judy arrived, she was crying.
As we were flying in,
Very seldom have I seen her cry.
no, it said, I was just tired and overwhelmed by, getting here. So probably my emotional level was probably for sure, was all over the place.
So now you can carry it.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. It was nice to see her and to see that everything was okay and that she looked happy. So far, so good. I'm actually looking forward to going out and spending the time with my mother. I'm here on my own. I'm here for her, and I'm ready to go. Wow. That's spectacular.
It will be so good to see it through your eyes. I'm just so fantastically excited. I'm hoping that this trip will open it up for her and I will get that attention, that little bit of attention, what I was craving for from her.
I'm glad that my mother and I have time together here and that we will enjoy some together time, which we don't normally get at home. But things will go back to normal. And I know that based on experience, that means that, there will be unfulfilled feelings and still not enough time and all of that kind of stuff.
That's my daughter for you. She's not joking. She comes well prepared.
I brought that to stuff in your bra.
At which point can I slap her face?
Where do we go now, Olga?
We are going to Népszínház utca 53. That's where I lived from the age of 13 to the day we had left Hungary. In 1956, the Hungarians decided that it was enough of communism, and that was the 1956 Hungarian Revolution. And our family decided this is an opportunity for us. It was enough, and we are going to make the move and leave the country. Leaving everything behind, not for the first time, was very, very difficult. I think it's this way. So I have never allowed myself to go back there. It was too painful. Here it is. I was right, yeah. I don't believe it. Judy, I found it very run down, the whole place. Did not look the way it looked when we were living in it. It was really, really elegant looking.
I was actually quite surprised to see how nice it was. I know for her it didn't seem to be as nice as she would have thought, but it didn't look shabby to me. It looked almost like an art piece with 9-foot ceilings and the lamps, and I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous.
I remember bathing there and my mother coming in here when I was about 17, and she said, "You know, you are not a virgin anymore. I can see how you are washing yourself." And I didn't even know what she meant.
What she's talking about. Just agree. Sure, Mom, whatever.
That piece of furniture is from our dining room, from Szarvasját. And these are the day beds.
Yes,
That actually we had one in that corner.
Right. Those pictures are hers that she remembers. I want them.
Yes.
Get them wrapped. Bubble paper.
I'm nauseous and I feel like bringing up, but there is nothing I can do about it.
What is that? I went home one night, I put on my clothes, I left everything I own. Like, what would that be like to close that door and walk to the train station, still be afraid that somebody's going to catch you leaving because you're afraid for your life? What is that? So, and on the positive side, you ended up in Toronto. You've got a great condo. You don't have to put up with old furniture.
No.
Your heating is nothing more than a switch. You could have been stuck here.
That's right.
What's that all about?
That's right.
Okay, so the difference this time is when you leave, you can say goodbye, okay? Because this is it. Now you can say goodbye.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We are heading to the house where I was born in. Going to go up to.
It looks like it's at the other end of the street, so we'll just keep driving.
Judy went into the car because she was cold. And I'm getting more nervous by the moment because I guess I'm just scared that it won't be there.
Mommy? Mommy?
Yes?
Do Do you see anything familiar?
Yeah, but not on the street. That's why I don't understand that. I think that somebody was right who said that they were renumbered.
Do you want to come in? What?
No.
You're okay walking?
Yeah.
Listen, what are you doing?
You go wherever you want.
Can you stop for a second?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Come to Rákóczi út.
How far is it?
The next corner. I don't know where the next corner is.
Okay, but I would like to know, because as excited as you are, which is keeping you warm, I'm freezing. So if I can take a cab to where you're going, I would like to do that. I'm asking you how far it is.
Well, I can't see it, sweetheart. Where is the next intersection?
Okay, but why are you still walking?
Because I'm not cold. I just simply want to find it if it takes me the whole night.
Okay, I'm going back to the cab,
That's
so
good.
flag me down.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. She was cold, she was nervous. I can go on for weeks, and when I accomplish something, then I will fall apart.
My mother's a pretty determined person, and if she said she was going to walk up and down all night, you better believe she was going to walk up and down all night long. And it was cold out. I was concerned that she was finding this house to be a higher priority than what I thought was, oh my God, you're cold. Maybe you should be taking care of yourself.
This is the street.
Mommy, what's the scoop?
I think this is it. It looks very similar, but I really don't know. Nem akarunk, nagyon szívesen fizetünk is érte.
Kérem szépen, ez nem az a...
Ez nem. Okay. Doesn't know us, so I'm trying to tell him what I know about this place. He's telling me that the police can come and catch him. Bullshit. That the police can come. I said to him, this is not fucking communism anymore. What can the police do to you? What are you telling me? I lived here. I was born here. I know who you are. Judy?
What?
Come, sweetheart. This is it. And they are not very friendly. So use your charm.
This is it, as in we're going home?
This is it.
But he hasn't said he's going to let you in yet.
No, I have to prove him.
Yeah, I know.
Well.
Okay, but it's his house.
Well, I have 4 letters for him.
No,
It's
I know
his house.
I realize that, Mommy, and I know that you're really
told
excited,
him,
and I know it was your house, and I know you would
but
like to go
Judy,
inside.
he said if I prove it.
Okay.
I couldn't talk to him. I didn't know the language. There was not much I could do. So the only thing I felt that I could contribute at that point was to try to diffuse her a little so that when she went back to talk to him, she wasn't sort of talking out of anger or being agitated. That maybe if you bring it down a notch, it might help you to clear your head and get across the message you're trying to get and get in there.
Well, I'm not suggesting that you don't have...
So then what are you afraid of?
I'm not. I'm just saying that
you don't
you're
want
very...
to see it?
Yes, I do want to see it, but...
That's it. Finished.
She was just, full of vim and vigor to approve that this had been her home and that she wanted to get in there. So she had brought with her a directory of all the people who had lived in that hood when she was there.
But finally, I think their heart opened up and they let us in. És itt volt egy rózsakert. The walls just shed and I saw the place, how we kept it. Na, nekünk nyulaink is voltak. I saw my mother standing there. I saw my father sitting on the bed and holding on his leg. I remember when I came in crying and I said, Mother, I got my period. And I was so ashamed and I didn't know what I did wrong, that I'm bleeding. And she started to dance around it. The whole street had to know it. And 3 days I locked myself into the room and was lying there.
So how long were you gone from here during
over
the war?
18 months.
18 months. From here, you went to a ghetto. Couldn't
From
come back
April till 45 July. Házakat építettek.
I'm glad you got in the house.
What does it teach you?
Sorry, no lessons learned here.
No lessons.
Not right at this
you
moment.
said
Give
to
me
me
some
they're
time.
not going to let you in. Why is it so important for you to get in there?
I just wanted you to calm down. I know
I
you're
should
really
calm down. You should have listened to yourself.
Okay.
Is that you wanted to calm me down?
I'm not looking forward to that part of it. I'm hoping that that will sort of be a distant part of the trip, because I already have bad feelings about it to start off with.
I feel that Judy is almost afraid to touch the subject.
Because having not lived through it, I have enough nightmares, and I don't need more. Do they have a place to get tattoos near here? You could get Buddha, and I could get pest on each of our arms.
So why not just have pest all over you? You are a pest.
I said one of us would get Buddha, and then the other one would get pest, and then when we put our arms together, it'll be like the bridge across from Buddha.
And you are going to be the pest.
And in order to create the bridge, you could each get a piercing right next to it, and then just wear a chain between us. There's a look. Yeah.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.